This is the story of a woman named Sun who forcefully tries to teach her daughter belly dancing. At first, she grabs her daughter's hands, puts her foot on her back, and twists her arms with great force. Due to the intense pressure, the girl's spine breaks. As a result, the girl becomes like a living corpse. She can't move even slightly. But Sun doesn't stop even after this. She installs a mechanical system inside her daughter and completely transforms her into a doll. From that moment on, the girl dances like a robotic doll. 10 years later, some people, driven by curiosity, enter the mansion. There, they find a doll covered with a cloth. One of them removes the cloth and discovers that the doll is actually a girl whose face is still youthful. Then, one of the girls from the group inserts a key into the mechanical system and turns it. As soon as she does, the doll girl starts dancing like a robot. After the dance ends, the doll girl senses someone is nearby. Since her eyes are closed, she starts sniffing around and catches the scent of a girl named Lucy. Suddenly, she jumps and tries to strangle Lucy. However, Lucy, being quite strong, pushes her away. Now let's see what happens next in this story. The story then shifts to a city where posters of missing children are everywhere. We are introduced to Lucy, a girl with heterochromia, different colored eyes. She is waiting for her medical trainer, Mrs. Wilson, who will be giving her practical training to become a home nurse. It's Lucy's first day of training, and she's feeling a bit nervous. Soon, Mrs. Wilson arrives, and they set out to treat their first patient. On the way, Mrs. Wilson asks Lucy about her eye colors. Lucy explains that she's had them since childhood. Mrs. Wilson tells her that people with different colored eyes can experience soul exchange. Lucy, however, doesn't believe in such things. They reach their first patient's house, give medicine and an injection, and move on to the next house and old ladies. After her treatment, they go to their final patient, Jessel, who lives in a huge old mansion deep inside a forest. Mrs. Wilson tells Lucy to wait in the car since Jessel is a bit unusual. When Mrs. Wilson doesn't return for a long time, Lucy's curiosity leads her inside the mansion. All the windows are covered. Inside, she sees many portraits and animal statues. Searching for Mrs. Wilson, Lucy finds her in a room doing a blood transfusion for Jessel. Mrs. Wilson explains that Jessel has been in a coma for a long time and was once a famous dancer in the area. She also trained many children in dance. Because it's dark, Lucy opens one of the windows. She notices a strange key around Mrs. Wilson's neck and asks about it. Mrs. Wilson tells her that Jessel was once very wealthy and had a mute daughter who died mysteriously. After her daughter's death, Jessel ended up in this condition. It is believed that Jessel hid a treasure somewhere in the mansion, and the key might be related to it. Mrs. Wilson has tried many times to find the treasure, but never succeeded. They leave the mansion. Later, we see Mrs. Wilson kidnapping a girl and extracting her blood at home, revealing she is involved in the child disappearances. Meanwhile, Lucy visits her boyfriend William, who works at the port. At a bar where William's brother Ben works, William asks Lucy about her first day. Lucy shares the story of the mansion and the rumored treasure. William becomes excited and urges her to steal the treasure, which upsets Lucy. William argues they are both struggling financially and need the money. Later, Lucy sees her father talking to a woman soon after her mother's death, which disturbs her. After a conversation with her father, Lucy agrees to join William and Ben in the treasure hunt. That night, the three of them drive toward Jessel's mansion. On the way, Lucy sees a strange green light on the ground. When she touches it, the light disappears. Confused, they continue to the mansion. They jump over the mansion wall but find no way inside. William eventually discovers a basement entry. Inside, they find old, rusted objects. In the hallway, Ben gets scared by a wolf statue. They move quietly to the first floor and come across a girl's room, which Lucy says once belonged to Jessel's mute daughter who died years ago. Just then, William calls them into another room, where they find 4 animal dolls. As they are talking about it, suddenly one of the mannequins turns towards them, which scares all three of them. They ignore it and move forward. As they go ahead, they find a door which is locked. William feels that the treasure might be behind this door, but they don't have the key. Lucy then tells them that she saw a key around Jessel's neck, which might be the key to this door. So the three of them decide to go to Jessel's room on the top floor to get the key. When they reach Jessel, they see she is asleep and wearing an oxygen mask. Lucy carefully takes the key from her neck and hands it over to William. But when William tries the key in the locked door, it still doesn't open. Ben then breaks the door open. Inside, William gets angry when he doesn't find any treasure. But in the same room, they find a doll covered with cloth. When they remove the cloth, they discover it's not a doll, but a real girl's body, Jessel's daughter. Lucy realizes that this is the treasure Jessel had hidden. William notices that the platform on which the body is placed has a lock. When Lucy uses the key to unlock it, the room's lights turn on automatically, and the platform begins to rotate while strange music starts playing. All three get terrified. William punches the doll, causing its neck to bend unnaturally, but it straightens on its own, and the music stops, along with the rotation. Suddenly, they hear loud screaming sounds from inside the mansion. Scared, they run and reach the basement. But when they arrive, they see that the window they had used to enter earlier is now covered with iron bars, which weren't there before, and now all the windows and doors are locked. Only Mrs. Wilson has the keys. Lucy recalls that in the morning when she came with Mrs. Wilson, she had opened a window in Jessel's room and no one had closed it since. That could be their way out. Since Jessel is in a coma, she wouldn't notice. So they go to Jessel's room again, but are shocked to find that Jessel is missing from her bed, and the bed is covered in blood. William and Lucy go towards the window Lucy had opened earlier, but now it is locked too. They begin breaking the lock. Meanwhile, Ben is looking into a mirror in Jessel's room. As he stares at it, he sees Jessel behind him. William breaks the lock and calls Ben, but he doesn't respond. When they go to check, Ben is missing. Ben finds himself in a room filled with surgical equipment. When he looks for an exit, he panics as there's no door. He hears the sound of a child playing, which disturbs him more. Suddenly, three girls enter, dancing, and stab Ben in the neck, killing him. These seem to be the same girls Jessel used to train in dance. Meanwhile, William and Lucy search the entire mansion for Ben. Lucy finds a note revealing that Jessel's daughter's name is Anna. When she enters a room with many dolls seated, around a dining table, all the dolls suddenly turn their faces toward her. Jessel is also sitting on one of the chairs. She controls Lucy and makes her sit in front of her, holding her hands. Jessel then shows Lucy her past life. She is seen training girls in dance. One girl is unable to perform well, so Jessel dismisses her. As the girl changes her clothes, Anna approaches her and takes her somewhere. Later, Jessel hears the girl screaming and sends the other girls home before rushing to Anna. She finds Anna drinking the girl's blood. Jessel scolds her, saying they should only drink the blood of strangers. Angry at her mother, Anna walks out into the sunlight and begins levitating, causing her skin to burn. Jessel sees this happen. Jessel punishes Anna for breaking the rule. They can only drink the blood of strangers. This reveals that Jessel and Anna are vampires, and the three girls who killed Ben were Jessel's former students, who were killed by Anna. They live hidden in the forest, appearing human, but are actually monsters. Back in the present, Lucy realizes Jessel has vanished. Meanwhile, William is trying to break another lock to escape when a blood-covered Ben appears with his face covered by a cloth. When William uncovers his face, Ben attacks him. They get into a violent fight. Lucy hears the sounds but can't help, as she's trapped in a locked room. To save his life, William kills Ben, who was already dead, using scissors. But then Jessel arrives and attacks William, drinks his blood, and kills him. Lucy runs and finds Anna, whose nose is bleeding, indicating she is still alive. As Lucy wipes her blood, Anna begins telling her the rest of the story. After Jessel brought Anna back from the sunlight, she forced her to practice dancing. Anna wanted to run away from the mansion and her mother. She longed to see the outside world. During one of the training sessions, while Jessel was helping her stretch, Anna's backbone broke, making her unable to move. Now, when Lucy asks Anna if she's still alive, Anna turns around on the same rotating platform and shows her. Lucy answers back, but at that moment, Anna grabs her throat and attacks her. To save herself, Lucy punches Anna and knocks her down. Just then, Mrs. Wilson arrives and makes Lucy unconscious. When Lucy wakes up, she finds herself on a stretcher, with Mrs. Wilson beside her. It's the same room where some girls had once beaten Ben. Mrs. Wilson then tells Lucy that when she was young, she also used to learn dance from Jessel. One day, she saw Jessel accidentally break Anna's backbone and then miraculously rejoin it in front of her eyes. Since then, she has been with Jessel, taking care of her and arranging blood for her. And she never told anyone about Jessel being a vampire. The story then returns to the present, where Jessel brings Anna into the operation room. Jessel cuts Lucy's stomach with her nail and chants a spell over a dead insect before inserting it into her stomach. She does the same to her daughter Anna. Then, while Jessel is sealing Lucy's eyes, Lucy sees the soul of her mother standing nearby. After sealing her eyes, Jessel performs a ritual. During the ritual, Lucy and Anna start floating in the air, and the insects come out alive from their mouths and swap between them. A little while later, Mrs. Wilson brings Lucy to Jessel. When Lucy looks at herself in the mirror, we see that now both her eyes are the same color. At the start of the movie, her eyes were of different colors. This indicates that Jessel successfully performed the soul-swapping ritual, and now Anna's soul resides in Lucy's body, and Lucy's soul is in Anna's body. Jessel did all of this for her daughter so she could dance with her again and always be with her. She then asks Anna to dance, but Anna refuses. This makes Jessel angry, and when Mrs. Wilson, on Jessel's signal, tries to force Anna to dance, Anna takes a pair of scissors from her pocket and slits her throat, killing her. Then Anna also kills her own mother, Jessel, by stabbing her in the neck. Anna then goes to the body that now has Lucy's soul and opens the seals on her eyes. She makes her drink her blood to revive her. Lucy then sees herself in Anna's body. As both are about to leave, Jessel attacks them again. She's still not dead. Anna then throws her from the top floor to the ground floor, but Jessel still survives. So Anna and Lucy grab her face from each side and tear her jaw apart, putting her into a permanent deep sleep so she can never trouble them again. When they leave the mansion after killing Jessel, they see a strange light in front of them. This is the same light shown in the middle of the movie. Lucy holds it in her hand and smiles. That night, both sleep together, and the next morning, they walk to a cliff by the sea. When sunlight hits Lucy, she starts to float. Her skin begins to burn, and within moments, she disappears, something Anna watches with a smile. This happens because Lucy no longer wanted to stay in this world, and Anna wanted to explore it. So when their souls were exchanged, Lucy found peace, and Anna found her dream. With this happy ending, the film concludes. The movie was full of suspense. Lucy, fed up with her life, went on a treasure hunt with William, which turned out to be salvation for her and death for William and his siblings. Jessel changed her daughter's body just so she could dance with her again, but Anna wanted freedom. To achieve that, she had to kill her cruel mother. And now, Anna, who wanted to see the world, sets out to explore it. This is how the movie ends. Friends, please subscribe to your own Majora Explainer English channel.